Alright, good morning, good afternoon, good evening guys, how are you all doing? Been a long time. I'm your host, AJ Focus, and doing some Fiesta repairs today. Been a while since I've done a video, and as you can see, I'm already making a start, removing the glove box, because the heater is making one hell of a noise. The fan in there is jumping around and grinding, and it's horrible. Once you're driving the car and air is going towards the front of the car and it's being drawn in, it gets even noisier and louder. Now, I've recently just replaced the heater. I can't remember what you call it. It's on the other side. It sits inside the heater box itself. It controls the heat. It's like the solenoid that controls 1, 2 and 3. Now on my one, it decided to disintegrate itself and fall apart. So I've replaced it on that side. So now we have 1, 2 and 3 again, and there is actual heat now coming through. But the solenoid wasn't the only thing that was broken. It was the fan as well. Now I have a new fan, which is inside this box in here. So I've got lots of car parts. This is all for the Fiesta, by the way. So there'll be multiple videos. So in here is the new fan I went and bought. So this is on eBay for £25, absolute bargain. And yeah, this is what we're going to be replacing today. Because like I said, mine was packed up and the bearings are gone. And it sounds like a bloody, to me it sounds like an espresso machine in there, because it's just horrible and grindy. So, happy Christmas Eve, I'm doing this. So, first things we're going to want to do is remove your glove box. Now, this just pinches on the side. If you've done that, you're going to want to get yourself a torch, because it's pretty dark in here. As you can see in here, we have a fuse box in the way. So, we're going to have to remove 1, 2 bolts there, which are a 10mm. So, we're going to do that quickly. Okay, once you've undone those bolts, the bolts don't come out, they're sort of just stuck in there. You have to lift it up and over the bracket, and then it will fall down, because it sits on a bracket there and a bracket there on these little tabs. So it just slides up and down. Now it has nowhere to go, so it just needs to go to the side. We'll let it just hang down there for a minute. Now I have seen that it is very, very tight to get in here, so I'm going to also remove this bracket at the back here. You don't really need to do that, but I'm going to make my life a little bit easier, because I have seen when people do get the fan out, it does get caught here, and it's very, very sharp in here. That's why I'm wearing fingerless gloves as well. I try not to scratch my hands on things. Yeah, it does get caught on that corner there when you pull it out, so just make my life a bit easier. I'm going to remove these as well. I think they are a 10mm as well. There's 3 bolts there that hold on the bracket, so I'm going to remove that as well. Okay, there we go. There's the bolts. That comes out nice and simple. Like I said, it's just a 10mm, 3 bolts, and that comes out. Right, next thing we're going to want to do is try and just tuck that a little bit over here. Right, it's very, very tight in here, so we've got to get up in here. This is it, we've got to get to this, but we need to remove this heater duct as well. Now here there is a Torx piece as well. I think it's a Torx T25, something like that. You can see the screw right there. And yeah, I'm going to remove that now quickly, and then I'll show you what to do after that, because we're getting closer. Right, once you remove that, there we go, that's what you need. It's just the 1 bolt screw that holds it on. T25. Just need to give it a bit of a wriggle like that. Comes out of the vent box there. Bit of a wriggle, it will come out. Right, and there it is. That's the vent that sends the heat up to the windscreen. Just move that out of the way. As you can see, there's the void. There's a bit of a wriggle trying to get it out of there, I ain't gonna lie. It's very, very tight in here. Right, there is the box we need to get to. This thing here, this is what controls where it sends the heat. So we need to undo, I think there's 5 T25 screws on here as well. There's one there. There's one underneath there as well, at the top. Up the top there, underneath the pipe. One up there, one there, one up there, one at the top there as well, near that white wire is, and that white tab. And there's also, should be one around the side there as well. Right, before we do that, we need to unplug the old plug, which is in here. Just like that, let's move that spin out of the way. And then undo the 5 screws that hold it on as well. T-pieces, T25. My God, guys, I'll tell you what. That one under there, you have to have no fingers. If you have really chubby fingers, you ain't getting that one out with your fingers in there. The one at the top up there is also a bit tricky. And the one on the side there is a bit tricky. But I've got all 5 of them out. Yeah, a bit tricky. But now you have to pop off that white tab at the top. That controls where the vent moves the heat, like to your feet, to your face, to the windscreen, blah, 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 blah. So yeah, that just pops off and up. Let's see if I can reach up and grab that. Just pop off up. There we go. Yeah, it just pops off up like that. It's got one of those little hex star type ends on it. So just move that to one side. It's got a wire on it. And then this should now be wobbly, which it is. Now this is a wrestle, you've got to really wriggle this bloody thing to get it out of here without breaking it. So I'm going to be fighting this for a minute. Oh no, that's the only problem. You end up breaking things, so yeah, be careful. Right, I'm going to get some gloves on because this plastic is really, really sharp and I've just broken a bit. It's really brittle. It's fine, it's not going to affect it, but that's annoying. So I just pulled that cover back, I got my hands in there and I just gave it a good yank like that. And voila, one cover off. Okay, so I didn't damage this, which is good. I'm going to give this a good clean up as well in a minute. And there, my friends, is the fan, which is causing the issue. Oh God, yeah, it does look pretty knackered. Now this should just come on out because I've unplugged it. Just twist it and wriggle it. It will come out. You need to get this tab over the aircon pipes. Right, I'm going to wriggle and fight this out and I'll get back to you guys in a sec. Alright, I've got it out. There we go, that's the old one. Now this one is definitely knackered. I don't know if you guys will be able to see, but if you look inside here at the metal casting at the back, where that spring is, the bit at the back. Let's see if I get a better angle. Yeah, through the vent there, you can see actual metal shavings on that metal. Where the gold wire is, there's actual metal shavings all inside there. You might be able to see, you can see them hanging down there. Yeah, lots of metal shavings as the bearings have worn themselves out and it's burnt itself out. And it doesn't sound great. I can feel it. The resistance and the grinding, I can feel it. It's just absolutely shattered. Back here as well. You can see it doesn't look great. Yeah, that's knackered. There's a genuine Ford part though, there's a Ford logo on it, so it's been in there since new. So we know no one's been in there before. We'll get the new one out. Have a little comparison. You can see that, look, doesn't really want to spin. This one spins lovely. Beautiful. This one doesn't. Look at that, lovely and clean. Right, before I install this, I'll just want to quickly wipe out inside the fan box, and I also want to have a quick look in there, make sure there's no plastic particles flying around in there as well. So in here, there's the outside. That's the engine bay behind there. That's the vent as well that goes outside. I have taken that box off inside the engine bay so you can actually see this mesh from inside before. I have done it. And I just want to have a quick look in here. Make sure there's no particles in there. Yeah, I'm going to give that a quick wipe. A quick clean. It won't be like properly clean, it'll just be getting the dust out, but yeah, it's very tight in there. But I'm going to do that quickly. That looks much better and cleaner. I used some lemon spray so it's going to smell nice in there. And I also just gave that a quick, can't really see, but the cloth sort of shows it all. Look at all that dust that you're breathing in and dirt. So yeah, definitely gave that a good clean out. Now it's just the reverse of getting this thing back in here. Having a bit of a wrestle match now to get this new one in place. So I'm going to do that and put it all back together and get back to you guys in just a sec. In place. Now get the cover back on. Alright then guys, oh my god, I'll tell you what, getting that ducting back on to go up there in a gap that's so small. Sorry I have no torch, it's just died. I've just gone indoors, put it on charge. It's now all back in place. You can't really see, but yeah, so I'm just going to put the screw back in there and then get the fuse box back in place as well. Turn it on and see what sort of sound it's going to make. Let me get this all back together. Alright, okay, so that's the fuse box back in place. Everything's now tightened up. Let's turn on and hope I've not missed anything out. And there's no bolts down here. There's nothing left behind, so apart from a load of crumbs and dust that came out of the old box. Alright, engine's running. Close that door. Oh my god, that's working. Oh, that's quiet. Oh, that's nice. Windscreen. Yeah, that vent's venting up there. Feet. Yeah, that's venting down there. Face, feet, yeah, and windscreen. Oh yeah. That is much quieter. There we have it, glove box back on. Yep, nice. Right, there we go then guys. That was the old fan, knackered, damaged, broken, whatever, all done now on the Fiesta. And yeah, thanks very much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, quickly give me a thumbs up and a quick like, and give me a follow if you like. And yeah, I hope to see you guys on the next video. I'm just making little videos here and there every now and then, so yeah, let's see how we get on again. But for now, thanks for watching. See you guys very, very soon. Have a good Christmas.